But the most important aspect is that when you change the diet and you end up with 20 times as much omega-6 as omega-3, it is a total imbalance throughout human metabolism. And since they use the same enzymes, if you have too much omega-6, they don't let the omega-3, the enzyme is not there to do its job for the omega-3s. Furthermore, there are genetic differences, and this is another very important concept. The enzymes that lead to the metabolism into prostaglandins and leukotrienes they can vary. There is genetic variation. So there are populations in various parts of the world where they have enzymes that as you go down the metabolism, you end up with much more rapid production of the prostaglandins and leukotrienes. So you not only have the issue of how much omega-6 you have, how much of the metabolites you produce, but you have individuals with genetic variants that they have a much more rapid metabolism. So a pro-inflammatory diet, a Western diet, in an individual that carries this genetic variant is much more, I would say, harmful than the one that does not have the very rapid type enzymatic metabolism.
Okay, so to make sure I'm following so far, omega-6s, omega-3s, the omega-6 fatty acids, which come from vegetable oils and things that we've developed relatively recently.
And meat, because the meat is grain-fed.
Yes, and meats that are fed some of these things that have high omega-6 content.
Right.
They tend to produce things that have a pro-inflammatory effect. So that includes, you said, molecules known as prostaglandins and leukotrienes.
Yeah.
And the omega-3s are slightly different, polyunsaturated fatty acids, and they don't have this effect, or they lessen that inflammatory effect.
Correct. And on top of that, you have individuals with genetic variants that exaggerate this type of, I would say, inequality.
Yeah. So those people would be
imbalance. Yeah.
Yeah. So those populations, if they're eating a modern Western diet that's high, it's got a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, not only are they going to have a pro-inflammatory effect, it's going to be even greater than other people.
Correct.
What populations tend to have those variants more often?
Well, they're found throughout the populations, but in higher frequency is in African Americans, American Indians, indigenous populations, and Inuit. And in Europe, within Europe, there is quite a variation where as much as 50% of the population in certain countries can have the pro-inflammatory, where in other countries it is down to 30%.
I see. So there's
it varies. It varies with the ethnic groups, and it varies with racial groups and their locations. Yes.
I see. And so, this could be one reason, I suspect, why, if you just look at all of the people in your life around you, there could be people in your own family or that are your neighbors, and